Yeah, it was like so. Like for I didn't know how to do that, but I'm gonna let him go real quick.
Money.
My bad.
Do it. You do
It'll be like
it.
there's only two guys, so it'll be quick.
Okay.
Ken, we got Noah Short here. So whoever
That's great.
wants to start first, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, Noah, Tim Kraetzer, CaMMVetsMedia. How you doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
Good. How was the practice out there? I heard they had mercy on you and you went indoors for a while.
It was good. Yeah, it definitely got a little wet in the first half, but got to work in Foley on the second half. So I thought it was really good.
That's great. Hey, just talk a little bit about this past Saturday. You were part of getting Army off to a fast start um, when you caught a pass from Cale Helms and to the Tulsa 39. Um, and 44 yards. What was that play like?
It was great. It's always nice to start the game fast. It's kind of a switch concept. Brady Anderson did a great job um, on his part of the route, and Kale just threw a perfect ball and just right spot and right time and a great call by Coach Worley. So I was happy about that.
And you had four catches on the day, and the team got off. You were in a good spot at halftime, 22 to 7, or 22 to 14. Excuse me. What did it look like to you? How did you feel at halftime in the game? Did you feel like you were playing as well as you could be?
Um, are you saying personally or for the offense as a
Or
whole?
just for the offense in general, you got 22 points in the first half.
Yeah, I thought we were moving the ball well. Kale was doing a great job. Jake Rendina, the O-line was moving people. You put 22 points up in the first half. It's a good feeling for sure. So we were feeling pretty good.
And it seemed like Tulsa adjusted. That you guys just got the field goal in the second half. What was more difficult in the second half, would you say?
Um, I'd say they definitely did a better job on the perimeter. They had some guys coming down. And then you got to tip your hat to them. They're playing hard. They have guys on scholarship that can make plays, and they made plays. So it's definitely um, you know it's unfortunate, but they had a good team.
Hey, just think about your season: 425 yards rushing, 21 catches. Do you feel like you've had as good a senior season as you might have?
I'd say so. At the end of the day, when you're healthy and able to play in the next game, that's always a blessing. And the best ability is availability. So I'm definitely grateful to have some longevity. But obviously, ideally, especially after last season, you want to win every game. That's the goal going in the season. But realistically, setting out, we have team goals, and some of those are still attainable. So we all the guys are fighting.
Now, what do you see in looking at UTSA? You're going to go down and play the Alamo Dome. Have you played there before?
I have. It was my sophomore year. We went down there and it was a great game. We came out on top, and it's good memories there.
What is it like playing there, an indoor stadium? It was actually built to be an NFL stadium. What was that experience like?
I loved it. I like when it gets a little louder, and sometimes in those domes, similar to Syracuse, that noise kind of gets captured. And I just think it's a great environment. I remember before the game, there was like the lights were going on and off, and that was my sophomore year and kind of my first couple like game reps. So I was like super bright eyed, and it was just a great experience for sure.
That's neat. And you have branch week coming up. When you get back, you'll have branch night for the Navy game. What is that like? Again, are you hoping the Army will assign you to?
Hoping for field artillery, but
FA.
at the end of the day, it's a blessing to get any branch, honestly, and coming so close to the end of my West Point career and journey. It's just nice hitting those hard dates, and similar to ring weekend, you start to get some tangible things that are like, man, I'm right there, and so it's definitely exciting for sure.
Well, it's a long journey, and we've enjoyed watching your career. You got a couple more games left, hopefully three. And just happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you down in Texas.
Yes, sir. You too.
We got Ken McMillan for you.
Hey, Noah, Ken McMillan from the record.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Good. Hey, Noah, just to go back to Kenny's first question. UTS, I mean, I'm sorry, uh, in the last game, they took it to you guys right away. To come out on the first play and just stick it down their throat, we haven't seen Army do that too much.
Yeah, I mean, it was again, it was a great call by coach, and he trusted me and Kel to make the play, and like I said, Kel made a great throw, and especially when the other team scores first, you want to get points on the board, you want to move the ball fast, and I thought that definitely helped us out the gate.
Tell us about being such a dual threat as a runner, but also as a receiver. You put up numbers that are rather historic here at West Point.
It's a blessing. I from my sophomore year transitioning from Apache and Coach Smith kind of taking me under his wing and great players like Ijah Marshall and Tyrell Robinson and even Isaiah Alston. Just grabbing stuff all I could from those guys and setting me up for success and where I'm at now. It really is just a blessing to be in this position.
There's no doubt that opposing coaches have certainly game planned for you this year. There were a couple games not too long ago where you were really getting kind of stymied or covered to the point where, they couldn't go to you as much. But these last couple games, it looks to me like the coaches have done a really good job of getting you active in the offense. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd agree. Like you said, Coach Worley and all the coaches, they've been doing a great job just getting more creative. But definitely there's been some times this year where it's like on our option plays, for example, they just got a guy for the perimeter and he's gonna run with me regardless. And that allows Kale to gash up and get some yards. So definitely it's sometimes frustrating, but I mean at the end of the day when we're moving the sticks and putting points on the board, that's all that matters.
You touched on it earlier. Football is a game of adjustments by both teams. Looks like the other day they made a good adjustment, and it kind of your offense slowed down a bit. Your production as a running attack as a team was half of as it was in the first half. Can you just put a finger on what was happening? What was the feeling of emotion on the sideline?
I mean, we never gave up or never quit or flinched, I'd say, in my opinion. Definitely was some urgency towards the end, and that's natural, right? When the game starts to get close in the end, it's like, man, okay, we gotta really score here, put up some points, and we just failed to do so, which is unfortunate. But as far as the emotion goes, this team has a lot of fight, and even today, it's just extremely optimistic about these last few games, and that's great to see as a senior.
Last point on the loss the other day. You're a senior, you're mature, you've been through the ups and downs. Just what was the feeling of having that slip away the way it did, and then of course having to bounce back in a must win this week?
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate, and senior night or senior game, I guess, you picture it going a certain way, and when it doesn't, it's definitely disappointing. But at the end of the day, just being able to fight and playing another game, it's an opportunity, right? And I don't think it's gonna make me, come back to Mikey in 5 years and think, man, I lost on my senior night. It's just nothing but fond memories here, and it's just an extreme blessing to be here.
The point on the Alamo Dome, you said you were there. Army's won. I mean, back in 20 and in 23. If you go to the social media, UTSA is bragging about how they're perfect in American Conference play the last couple of years at home. And yeah, sure they are. But you guys did get their number. Does that help? Does that help give some confidence that, hey, fine, we've done it?
I'd say first off, it's impressive. They play well at home, and they take pride in that. And so you gotta tip your hat to them. They're a great team, and they got a lot of guys that can make plays. But on your point of the fact that we've done it before, it's tangible, and I think something this team believes we can accomplish. So we're just gonna give it our best shot.
And I asked Jack a few minutes ago, so I'm going to ask you. Let's face it, you win, you're in a pole game. You lose, you're not. Is there added pressure? Do you guys talk about it? Is there a feeling?
I mean, I think everybody in the locker room knows that's at stake. But I wouldn't say it's a point of emphasis. I just say we can't let Army beat Army. And at the end of the day, we just got to give a perfect effort. And if the cards fall in our favor, then great. But if not, just don't want to leave anything out there.
Last thing, Thanksgiving and football. What has it meant to you and your family and yourself for all these years growing up?
It's been great. It's been great. I'm definitely missing my grandma's honey baked ham back in California. We always do a dinner either at our house or grandma's house. So I'm gonna have to get the leftovers when I get back for Christmas. But nothing's better than being with the people you love, and that's what I'm gonna be doing here this week. And I know they got a dinner planned for us or a meal, so I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Was football always the centerpiece, though?
Um. To a certain extent, it was always football season for the youth games, and my dad was always coaching, so we'd always have a game around Thanksgiving time. But I'd say definitely just giving thanks for our blessings and having family together is number one for sure.
Your dad was a football coach in high school or youth?
Youth. He coached my older brother, and then he coached me all the way up until high school. So if we lost the game, I'd have to hear about it all week, and it was great.